Yes, the stats very much in our favour, Spurs fans. Actually, one win in 39 away league visits over 35 years. So it's generally a happy hunting ground, which is always a joy for our next guest, who will be on the sports bar. I said, let's get Jason on because he won't be on the sports bar. He said he will. He's going to get on a fast motorbike off from Chelsea TV, hair it into the studio.
Very nice.
To poke O'Hara with sticks, almost certainly. Well, he'll hope so anyway. Good afternoon, Jay.
Hey, Jay.
Afternoon, gentlemen.
Yeah, so you'll be getting across the city, getting into the studio to join Jamie O'Hara, hoping for the bragging rights. So probably expecting the bragging rights, I would guess.
Well, you know what football's like, you just don't know, Paul. But yes, win, lose or draw, I'll be on the back of a limo bike, winging my way to talkSPORT Towers down in the bunker you guys are in right now. Yeah, look, it's one of those fixtures. It's the fixture I think I probably look forward to most. And the fact that it's in the evening, for obvious reasons, Paul.
Yeah.
But do you know what, right? If you think about the atmosphere at some games, okay, and there are some games I go and watch Chelsea play, and, you know, it happens up and down the country. You can't have that crackle of an atmosphere in every single game. But I've got to tell you, Chelsea Spurs or Spurs Chelsea, there is something about those games that crackle in a different way. And I can't wait to be there tonight. It's a fixture that I always look forward to. Every Chelsea fan does. No Spurs fans probably don't, but they will be looking forward to tonight because I suppose in some ways you guess that this record can't continue, can it? I mean, it's an insane record at Stamford Bridge that Spurs, insanely bad, that Spurs have got.
Tottenham are not going there in great nick, I think it's fair to say. I mean, the key to this game in Southampton on Sunday is to get a bit of form and belief before they play the game of their season, really, against Eintracht, the tie. They've got to go out with a full-strength team. They've got to pick the full-strength team for the next two games and just sharpen up. What I don't want to do, I've seen too many sloppy, ponderous performances where they're overrun in midfield and they only start playing when they're already 2 or 3 down because, you know, the damage is already done. Too many games like that this season. I want to see them going into that game, giving us all a bit of belief and them that they can give Eintracht the game over 2 legs because that's not going to be easy.
No, it's not. But do you know what? I think the criticism of Postecoglou has been that he's a bit of a one-trick pony, plays one way. But actually, that's not true. I've seen Spurs adapt a couple of times, actually, this season. You know, the best one, I suppose, is Man City away, where no one saw that victory coming. And there are other games where he has been a little bit more defensively assured. Not the gung-ho football where at times it did feel a little bit like suicide, throwing bodies forward, overlapping fullbacks, leaving the midfield completely bare. And there is an adjustment. I think you need to adapt and adjust. And I think he's shown that he can. Whether he will or not, it remains to be seen. But you talk about Spurs going into a bit of iffy form. We're a funny team as well this season, Paul. I mean, I can't believe if we win tonight, we're 4th. Yeah. This is not a Chelsea team that feels like it should be in 4th, but because everyone around us at times has had, you know, iffy moments, Man City have had their time. I mean, of the 3 consistent ones at the top, they've been they're there for a reason.
Sure.
You know, they are there for a reason. So, yeah, top 4's very much on, but I don't quite know what we're going to get from Chelsea either.
I was going to say, the amount of moaning Chelsea fans have done this season, how bad they're sort of saying it is, and it's dreadful, having a dreadful season. You can be 4th, which most teams absolutely dream of. Why do you think there's that negativity towards this team, Jason?
Because there have been some dull moments. The fact that we are 4th is incredible. Up until Christmas, we could have gone top. We played Everton away. Liverpool had a game in hand over us, I think. But if we'd beaten Everton, we'd have gone top. Since that defeat at home to Fulham on Boxing Day, the season has been pretty poor, Charlie. It really has. So the first third of the season, I suppose you could argue, was good. I don't think performances were brilliant, but results were. The middle third of the season has been bad. It's not been good. The football has not been great. Creating chances has been difficult. The criticism I had of us was that we were missing too many chances. Yeah. The criticism now is we're not creating enough. And we can't keep a clean sheet. Rarely do we keep a clean sheet, although at home recently things have been a bit better. But I think it's also Chelsea fans have been a bit spoiled. We won the lot in the last 2 decades. The football hasn't been great. You know, it's been a bit ponderous. I think we overpass. The movement at times is a bit slow. If Spurs get back into their shape and they defend well, we don't break teams down well. We're too ponderous on the ball. We need to move it quicker. I think there needs to be a bit more urgency about our play, and I'm hoping we're going to see that tonight.
You've got some key players back tonight. I was hoping we never have any luck when we go to Chelsea, apart from pulling Cucurella's hair. That was about the only time we ever had any joy in the 35 years. But, you've got Palmer back tonight. You've got some key players. Jackson will probably start, and he's done well against Spurs. So they've come back in at the right time, haven't they?
Yeah, I mean, Palmer's had a brilliant first third of the season, was outstanding, and he, like a couple of others, as I've highlighted, the performances have dipped, and he's been one of those. His standards were so high, still creating chances than Palmer, but not putting as many of those away as we were in the season. Jackson's been a miss. I think Palmer's missed him. I think that there's a part of Palmer's game, the link-up play. I did see a couple of moments where him and Nkunku and then Felix, before he went on loan, the open arms and the shrug of the shoulders as if, there's my pass, you've got to read what I'm doing. And there's a bit of telepathy between him and Jackson. I don't know whether Jackson will start. If he does, that's a bonus for us and a bonus for Palmer. But yeah, if Palmer's, if he plays well, Chelsea tend to play well.
Yeah, I mean, from my point of view, the performance, the result is important. I'd love to go there and win, but the performance is as important as anything else. The way the manager, just finally, Ange Postecoglou saying yesterday, whatever happens to me, I'm sure there'll be someone out there who'll give old Ange a job. If you were a player, I'm just wondering what sort of message that sends. It does sound like to a manager who's already at peace with the fact he's probably not going to be there next season.
Yeah, it's been a tricky last 6 months for him, hasn't it? And that longer than that if you go back to last season as well. A lot of the Spurs fans I speak, I know O'Hara's, feels like he might have had enough. Spurs can't be where they are in the table. That's unacceptable. Sure. I don't care what. It's just complete, as you well know. And we know it's a results-driven industry. You don't get the results, you sit, halfway or third way down the table, near the bottom is closer than the top.
Yeah.
The job is going to be spoken about. It's inevitable. Yeah. And he accepts the industry he's in.
Well, I'd say enjoy the game, Jason, but wouldn't mean it. So I'll be listening.
You might be getting it, Paul.
Oh, yeah. Our old mates at Chick King, me and Danny Kelly. I'll be listening at 10:30 if we win. I may give it
Aussie RD list.
Cheers, Jason. Thanks.
Cheers, Jason.
Cheers, boys. Take care.
Paul Hawksbee and Andy Jacobs, Monday to Friday afternoons 1 till 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.